because I'm coming for it all. World championships, undisputed titles. I'm coming for every single fighter, every middleweight in the division. I am coming.
Oh, yes, num-nums. Yeah, numbers.
Put the bite on. Nobody does it better. So, listen, I mean, I guess I'm going to be reading comic books and playing video games all damn day. Because yesterday was like, it was beautiful, okay? This is the Chicagoland area. It was 70-something degrees yesterday. And I saw a bee. I saw a bee buzzing yesterday by my car. Today, snow is blowing in sideways. Snow is blowing sideways, okay? And I thought about that bee. But no, real quick. Before I talk about that, I do have a story. I was, this morning, I'm with Ms. Biz, wrestling. You know what I mean? You know what you do. You know, you got your girl, you just sitting there just irritating. And she lets out a scream. It's a happy scream, but it's a scream, all right? And then I hear, "Ma, you need some help?" And I look, and it's Knox in the box with his shirt off. Fist balled. You know, there was a part of me, I was proud because this was once a baby, little knockers, right? Just lip drooling. And now here he is, shirt off, and I'm looking at him. And there was another side of me that was like, what do you think you're gonna do? Right? Okay, so let's talk. In the morning after. Block! Block! Listen, Nick Ball. Nick the Kick Balls. Look, Nick Ball, okay, kicks Doheny in the first round and stops him later. You know, and listen, there were a lot of you guys, you know, reaching out to me all yesterday talking about how other YouTube channels have been covering something that I haven't covered, that I failed to cover. And that's Gervonta Tank Davis attempting to bite Lamont Roach. Listen, first of all, I remember when that happened, the night of the fight. Someone in the comments said he tried to bite him. I thought he was trying to whisper to him, or I didn't. From that angle, it's very hard to tell. And to that, I want to say this. The Napoleon complex is real. Though these short guys, the Napoleon bully complex is real. Let's start with Nick Ball. Nick Ball beats the hell out of Doheny. It was a savage fight, and I'm going to show you guys the highlights of that. We're in the zone, war room. I'm going to show you guys at the end. Nick Ball was a complete savage. He kicks Doheny in the hamstring. I thought he kicked him in the ass. When I first saw it, he kicked him in his ass, as he's kicking his ass. But kicks him in the hamstring. Because Doheny keeps him in a headlock a little too long and Nick Ball doesn't like that shit. Listen, man, short guys got short fuses, for sure. And Nick Ball continues on to be a savage, all right? Now, it does remind me a bit with Gervonta Tank Davis with the attempted ear bite of Lamont Roach, you know, doing his best Mike Tyson impression. Gervonta, though, you know, he hit low a time. He had a shoulder strike. He had the knee, right? Got his face wiped. I thought Gervonta was unraveling because he went up against a guy who didn't back down when he was doing all of this shit, talking shit, trying to intimidate, doing, you know, throwing hellified shots. And Lamont Roach stayed in the pocket and he met him. How Holyfield did to Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson, you know, he was a bit of a dirty fighter. You know, remember Mike Tyson to grab your arm and twist it? You know what I mean? Mike Tyson used his elbows on Frank Bruno. Remember that?
He's taking the shots, Pepe. He is at all Tyson's still just looking for the big right hand.
And Holyfield, using his head, pause, on Iron Mike Tyson, irritated him, and he never backed up. He just kept going at Mike. I almost said coming at Mike. I don't feel like pausing right now, all right?
Combination by Holyfield. Oh, Tyson's in trouble. Looking to put Tyson down and fight. Tyson is not in trouble.
But he kept going at Mike, and that pissed Mike off. And it made Mike do the ear bite, the second fight. We call that the bite fight. With Gervonta, Lamont Roach was hitting while clinching, and that pissed Tank off. He was frustrated. Lamont Roach didn't back down. He met grind with grind. He met dirt with dirt. Hold on. I'll see that this is. He met grind with grind. He met dirt with dirt. And, he didn't back down from the bully. Frustrated Gervonta started to unravel. With Nick Ball didn't unravel. Okay, but Doheny didn't have what it takes to be able to be that force against Nick Ball anyway. So when Nick Ball opened up, all right, he made Doheny bend at his will. All right. The aftermath of that is Nick the Kick Balls, he went at Naoya Inoue, calling him out hysterically, by the way. And Naoya Inoue, he responded to Naoya, and I didn't know what he said, all right? So I had to translate it. And even after translating it, I still don't know what he said.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Don't nobody understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, man.
But all this morning, they're going back and forth. And I do like what Naoya Inoue said. If we don't fight, immediately, let's keep building our value for the fight. Let's make it a big fight. And that's appropriate, right? He just exposed the fact, listen, we're trying to hype this up. All right, who doesn't want to see that fight? And I'm telling you, His Excellency Turk al-Sheikh also wants to see the fight. He said it himself. So I see that fight happen. That's the beautiful thing about having Turkey around, because fights like this may have never materialized before. But in today's era, the boxing revolution, you can have this fight no problem, especially with somebody like Turkey who wants to see the fight and who would fund the fight. So, and him and, Naoya and Turkey, they have a deal. They're collabing themselves. So, that fight could definitely happen, especially if Naoya wants to fight, and it seems like he does. I think that's a fantastic fight to make. Now, let's move on. Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga whipped ass, knocking bro out in the first round.
Won his last. Oh, and a big left hand. Ortiz. Doesn't look like he knows where he is, but a quick get up from the Puerto Rican.
He's not gonna last too much longer. Way too early for him to get hit like that. Right on the chin. You can see he's wobbling.
45 seconds to go. There's another big right hand.
They should stop this fight, man. Expect a highlight reel knockout if they don't stop this fight right now.
30 seconds to play with for Berlanga in round one. There's the NyQuil.
I call him bro because I forgot his damn name. The funny thing is after the fight, Berlanga, he had some guys. He called out Canelo Alvarez. He called out Plant. He also called out Charlo.
You know who I want? You know my hit list?
Jaime Munguia at the top of that.
Jaime Munguia, Jamel Charlo, Caleb Plant, and Canelo. Vamos a hacer la revancha. Fuck Plant. Fuck Plant. Fuck Plant. Fuck Plant.
Which made me immediately run to Charlo's socials, and then I saw this, which made me say, Charlo is damn chilling. Leave Charlo alone. Charlo is chilling. Really, they all are, right? I think it's raps. The Charlos, Spence, the Danny Garcias of the world. That was one hell of a time. Thurman just had a knockout. Thurman said he's back. I'm not sure how long he'll be back, but what I'm saying is we're fading when it comes to that time. The only one who is really left and talking about doing something big, and that's Terrence Bud Crawford going to fight Canelo, and that may be his last fight. Because I can't see win, lose, or draw. I can't see Terrence Crawford saying he done did it all. Canelo Alvarez, though, is funny because he has a 5-fight deal with Turkey, and he was the man before you heard about Spence and them. And he's younger than them. That lets you know the great things that Canelo's doing. I mean, he has a 5-fight future. Ain't nobody thinking about, Canelo slowing down. Is that superstar Billy Graham? Oh, that's fresh. Anyway, superstar Billy Graham. Hey, listen, that guy, there wouldn't be a Hulk Hogan if there wasn't a superstar Billy Graham. You could bet your sweet ass on that. Okay, but I digress. But yeah, that lets you know Canelo Alvarez, nobody's talking about Canelo Alvarez slowing down. And, he has that 5-fight deal, and he started before those guys. So that's amazing. Lastly, I want to talk about Emiliano Williams.
Because I'm coming for it all. World championships, undisputed titles. I'm coming for every single fighter, every middleweight in the division. I am coming.
Listen. I saw that fight with Patrice Volney. Emiliano Williams won unanimously. Okay. The scorecard did not reflect the fight I saw. The fight was very close. I even think, didn't Chris Mannix score it? I forgot. I think he scored it a draw. I thought it was very close. I thought 115, 113 would have been. I did lean towards Emiliano Williams winning the fight, though. I thought Emma won. But I thought it was very close. The 118, 110, whatever those scorecards were, that was ridiculous. I think Volney thought he won. He bowed down. I think Volney thought he won the damn fight. He did well. He did very well. It was a very close fight. It was a very good fight. They totally went at it. But I did give the edge to Emma Williams. But with that said, I want to say I didn't say Happy St. Patty's Day yesterday or over this weekend. Happy St. Patty's Day for everybody who celebrate. I didn't want to say, I stopped putting those posts up, right? I stopped putting up Happy Veterans Day, Happy Memorial Day, Happy Merry Christmas. I'm kind of slowing that down because every time I do, the brothers, y'all brothers be coming at me. The black man don't celebrate Memorial Day. The black man never been a veteran. Hey, happy birthday, the black man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it gets frustrating. So I didn't, put the post up, but I'm going to say it to all you guys. Happy St. Patty's Day, and for everybody who celebrate, especially in Chicagoland area, you guys know how we do. And I think I'm going to continue to, say happy holidays whenever there's a holiday. I'm just not going to put the post up because I don't want the drama and the toxic back and forth and everybody going after each other. And I don't like being called out as not being black enough because I said Happy Veterans Day or something like that. But I got to show you guys the highlights. We're in the zone war room.
We're in the zone war room. Most of all, them to defend yourselves at all times, okay? Touch close.
It took him three attempts to make the weight, so yeah, there's a little bit of concern. Age 38, probably his last chance to become a world champion again. But like Carl said, he's very tricky, very experienced. So this might take a bit longer for Ball to actually get to him. And Doheny, he's got decent boxing skills and has only been beaten by good fighters, so he could be a tricky opponent for Ball.
Nick Ball in the black trunks in there, won the title against Ray Ford on the 5v5 card in Riyadh last June, defended it here against Ronnie Rios last October, and puts his belt on the line again tonight against the former super bantamweight world champion who lasted 7 rounds with Inoue last September in Tokyo. Doheny is the taller man, but everybody seems to be the taller man when they're in there with Nick Ball. Don't let the size give you any kind of false assumption about the world champion who's in there. He's absolutely relentless.
As Nick Ball comes forward, but Nick Ball has got a great habit of pushing the opponent back, but that's decent from Doheny there.
And they got the left hand through the Nick Ball guard, but Ball's a rugged, determined customer. The first time he really leapt to everybody's attention was that real up and downer against Isaac Lowe on the Tyson Fury Dillian White undercard at Wembley. And since then he's been on this huge upward trajectory. Frank Warren thinks the world of him. And he really has made a mark at world level. Defending tonight in his home city of Liverpool, and so many have come out to see him. Well, hang on a second. Well, we need to take a look at this because he's just kicked off in the corner. I'm not sure whether a kick wasn't aimed at Doheny.
Yeah, he's just holding on to him a little bit too long there, that's why. Ball, yeah, oh, that's naughty, isn't it? He's very good with his jab and keeping that gap and space. And that's what he's got to, that's not too bad from him there.
Yeah, both of them having success. Ball from a very low crouching position. He's not quite as comfortable in this round, Doheny, as he was in the first and the second, with Ball a lot closer. This is more like the kind of fight that Nick Ball wants to have, and he tried to dig.
That's just putting Doheny under a little bit more pressure.
Doheny throwing shots, but most of them landing on the arms of Ball, but he comes back with a right hand and makes him pay. Well, the crowd into it right at the end of the round, and that's the best round so far for Nick Ball. Ball, who was so unlucky not to get the decision against Ray Vargas, but he made no mistake when he won the title against Ray Ford. He was too good here for Ronnie Rios. There's talk about him fighting Inoue towards the end of the year. Frank Warren spoke about that prior to this fight starting, but before he can think about anything like that, he's got to get past TJ Doheny in there tonight. He's full of determination. He's got his family with him. His young son walked into the ring with him tonight, and everybody's here. He's taking this challenge extremely seriously, and he's made a decent start as well.
Doheny's just trying to slow it down again. And for me, yes, Nick Ball's got to raise the tempo,
which is what he's trying to do right now, and the crowd responding to that. And then he throws the challenger to the canvas, and a shake of the head from Doheny. Michael Alexander is just going to give him a second. Good body shot from Doheny, but it just bounces off Ball, and he sets about looking for the head again.
Yeah, he just carried on the attack, didn't he? Ball there.
Oh, really good shots, two sharp shots, just staggered the legs. Doheny felt those. This is the first crisis for the challenger. Two thumping, thudding punches from the champion that just had him for a moment thinking about holding on. Final few seconds here of the sixth. Success there for Nick Ball at the end of the round, and now he catches Doheny again, and you wonder whether he's starting to wear him down.
Yeah, lovely lead left uppercut as well from the champion there. Ball ending the round really strong. Good round for him.
Ball looking more and more confident in there. There's less coming back from Doheny as each round goes by. Ball's been working predominantly behind that left jab in round 8 so far. Then he puts the punches together, and when he does that, he really does start to assert his authority.
Yeah, he's starting to have more success now, Nick Ball, mainly because Doheny is actually holding his feet more, Fletch. When he's hitting and moving back, that's a good shot.
Really good shot. That Doheny going backwards, he felt the full force of that one. And he's got a real chance here to start to go through the gears, the champion. Still half of round 8 to go. Do you know what, Rich? I think it's been a really mature performance to this point from Nick Ball, and it's showing that he's got the ability to fight different fights in different ways. It's not just about being all pressure and all action. He's had to pick his shots and be a lot more patient tonight against a wily veteran in there who knows his way around a ring, knows his way around big nights like this. Yeah. And he's had to think and do different things tonight, but he's done it really well.
Yeah, he has,
and he's
indeed.
starting to get the success again here in the 9th. And there's a lot of damage, look, around the eye. It's really started to swell now, that right eye of TJ Doheny. So he's going to take a point now, and he told him before, he said, if you do that again, I'm taking a point. And he's just said to Nick Ball, that's the second time you've done it, I'm taking a point off you.
Yeah, the referee not happy at all, taking a point. What will that do for Nick Ball now? Yeah, it's going to really light his fire now.
He's trapped in his own corner, Doheny. and there's very little coming back, and Nick Paul can sense the finish, and Michael Alexander's right there, and Nick Paul is piling on the pressure, being roared on by this capacity crowd in Liverpool. The hometown hero looking to retain his title, and TJ Doheny's having to dig so deep in there right now. Ball relentless, but Doheny is biting down on that gum shield of his and showing tremendous bravery in the face of this Nick Paul onslaught.
Yeah, true. Irish grit here from TJ Doheny.
Punch after punch coming Doheny's way, can't get out of the way of it. Michael Alexander poised. Doheny in his own corner. How much is left? Still he continues to try and fight, but there's no way he can keep Paul off. He's absolutely relentless. Firing shots in at Doheny. What a brave performance in this round from the challenger. Some men would have crumbled in the face of this.
Incredible bottle, absolutely incredible from Doheny there.
The big question now is how long the corner lets it go on.
I think you're right, Fletch. I think that was a really convincing round, wasn't it, for Nick Paul?
I think that's it. Hector Bermudez has called it off. Michael Alexander confirms it, and Nick Paul retains his WBA featherweight title with a stoppage victory against the brave TJ Doheny. I think that's a great call in the Doheny corner, and Nick Paul a worthy winner.